Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy, the dope ass dude, and thank you for joining tonight. And it is going to be an amazing show. I'm really excited about the conversation on tonight with these fellows. So, again, welcome to the Dope Ass Dude podcast, and thank you for tuning in on tonight. So, you already know if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, if you don't mind going ahead, stopping right now, subscribing to the YouTube channel. And while you're there, click on notifications so you can be notified each and every time a new podcast is uploaded to the site, as well as click on like. Click like right now so that this video can get shared with others just like yourself. And if you're not following the podcast on Instagram and TikTok, if you don't mind, you can follow the podcast on both platforms, the Dope Ass Dude podcast on both Instagram and TikTok. And you already know, if you miss it on Mondays, you can always catch it on the go at Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And lastly, you can always watch the podcast on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. So, and let's also get this out of the way. You can follow Sentell on Facebook at SG George. You can follow Eric on Instagram at White Towel Luxury, and Dicaprio on Facebook, Dicaprio, the Credit Prince Leaderhouse. So again, Sentell on Facebook, SG George, Eric on Instagram, White Towel Luxury, and Dicaprio on Facebook, Dicaprio, the Credit Prince Leaderhouse. So you guys know this season of the podcast, we are doing sitcoms. We've already done Girlfriends, Greenleaf, What's Happening, and tonight the episode is Bruh. You know, Tyler Perry's Bruh. So guys, the cast consists of 5 guys that are dealing with real life situations that are going on. So each of these guys that are here tonight, they come with an interesting perspective. Me and these fellas, when we talk, we normally talk for a long time because we are debating most of the time because they are saying some of the most outlandish BS I've heard in all of my life. So yeah, that's what we're going to hit on tonight. So I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and bring Sentell out first. Sentell, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, man? Great, good to be here.
Hey, I'm happy to have you on, man. You look different than the last time you was on here. You got on the man unit.
Man, look, man, this is all natural, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't do me like that. Me and Mayweather been to the same place, baby. Don't do me like that.
So what's been going on, my brother?
Man, just living a dream, man. Just just doing this thing called life, man, and just continuing to be blessed and just handling the business, man. So yeah, like I said, I'm happy to be here on the podcast with you again and ready to get into it with you.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you on as well, man. And for those who you don't know, Sentell was supposed to be on here like 3 weeks ago on the Living Single podcast, and you were in a hurricane in Houston that Monday. So you were without power and all that. So, dude, we sent up prayers for you, here on the podcast and shout out. So I'm happy. Everything is good now, right?
Yeah, everything's good now. Everybody got power in the city, and pretty much, we were fortunate to not lose power too much. Could have been 10 times worse than what it was, but try to live that glass half full life instead of that glass half empty life, right? So not complaining over here, brother. Everything's good.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm happy you and your family are doing good. I'm gonna send you out, and I'm gonna bring Eric in real quick. Eric, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, living a dream.
So everything is going good for you?
Absolutely.
So he's acting all quiet now, folks, but this guy, he like talks like crazy. Like the other night, I think this was Friday night, we was on the phone after midnight going back and forth on just crazy stuff that this fella say. And then for everybody that don't know, if you see Eric's shirt, it says your car is dirty. Eric is my valet detailer. He details my car and he does an amazing job. So thank you. Eric, tell us a little bit about your business, man.
White Towel Luxury Car Detail. What we do is we keep your cars in pristine condition. So no matter what condition of the vehicle is in, we can get it back to looking better than the day you bought it. So that's what we do. And we're mobile
Nice.
detailer in the DFW area, so we can come to your job, your house, your workout, your doctor's appointment, wherever you are. We can meet you there and get it taken care of.
Yeah, and guys, I tell you this here, and this is not because Eric is one of my best friends in life. Eric does amazing work. He comes to you. You know, I've had him come to me at the gym. He'll clean my car while I'm there in the gym working out. I come out and my car is in pristine shape. So check this brother out. I'll put his info on my page, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, so you can get his information and get him out to do your car. Because
Thank you.
Yeah, he's dope. So Eric, we're gonna send you out. Bring Dicaprio out. Dicaprio, what's going on, man?
What's up, fam? How you doing, man?
So I know you're not coming out quiet because you are like one of the most hated guests I've ever had on the podcast. So you're not coming out quiet.
Listen, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm pretty. I'm a king. I'm from Africa, baby. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got hot hands, baby. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm blessed, man. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? You know, teeth out here. I got all my teeth. Pretty nice little lineup. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what you want me to do, man? What I do? Why y'all hating? Hey, listen, man.
See, Dicaprio, that's why I was getting all of the messages the last time. Just because of that. Right there. Man, that's why I was getting all of that.
Sometimes you got to toot your own horn. So toot, my fella.
and not sometimes, brother. All the time. You got to toot your all the time, every day, because you can't depend on people to see you the way you see yourself. So yes, sir.
I don't leave it up to them. I'm looking fresh my own self. I leave it up to me. You know.
Exactly. So you ready for tonight?
I'm ready, man. You know, I know you always got something up your sleeve, so you know, I'm a little cautious because I know you. I'm gonna try not. I was gonna say I'm gonna try not to piss nobody off, but I'm sure I will. So I ain't gonna lie.
No, sir. We want you to be 100% you, brother. So be 100% you tonight, authentic. So let's bring these other fellows out. So what's up, fellas? We all here to now. So y'all ready to get into it?
Let's get into it.
Okay, so I have
like Dicaprio say, we got hot hands.
Hot hands, baby.
So Eric, we're gonna start with you tonight, okay? So Eric, what value does a woman add to a man's life?
Yo. Okay, my bad. You said Eric. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
What value does a woman? Do you want me to answer this professionally? Or what?
Yikes.
Well, answering it like it was us on the phone, like we normally talk, but you know, watching some of the stuff you say, you know, curve your words and all of that kind of stuff.
The value that a woman brings to life. For me, it's sex. You know, that's the value that a woman brings to my life. Because number one, I really don't.
I like this guy already. I already like this guy.
Thank you. You know, I can't call a woman up and say, hey, I'm stranded on the side of the freeway. Can you come out here and change my flat? Hey, I can't call a woman up and say, hey, can you go out there and cut the yard? You know, a lot of this stuff I can do myself. I'm divorced, been divorced a year, been separated like 3 years. So I do a lot of stuff myself. So that's what I see the value in a woman as. I know it's going to upset a lot of women, but hey, that's my opinion. Hot hands, baby. Hot hands.
Hot hands, baby.
So no other value. There's nothing outside of sex.
There's some other things, but that's the top value right there. That's at the top of the list.
That's at the top. Okay, so what's number two?
Listening.
What's number two?
Active listening. Active listening.
Okay. So okay. So Sentell, because I know Dicaprio is ready to answer this question. So
I was hoping for a new question.
No, we gotta let all of y'all answer that question. So Sentell, what value does a woman add to a man's life?
My man got that hot fire coming over here, bro. So save it for last. No, man. So I would say, you know, she, a woman can serve to help my life. be a whole lot, easier, easier and motivate me to go out there and go get what we need to get, collectively, so that I can serve my purpose, so I can, have her enjoy her life, and have some peace, at the crib too. So, more so than anything, the biggest thing is like, look, if you're not making my life helping me make my life easier, then I mean, it ain't nothing I can do, ain't nothing we could do, so that's the biggest thing for me.
So when you say make your life easier, what do you mean by that? How can a woman make your life easier?
So it's the little things, right? I'm gonna take care of a lot of big things and such, but it's the little things that I need her to be able to augment. I shouldn't have to, if she allows me not to concern myself with the minute things, the minute tasks in life, so on and so forth, right? So if she can take care of like little things that, around the house, maybe the cooking, you know what I'm saying? Just little things that I don't have to spend my time focusing on. I'm the type of man that I'm gonna be out here, studying, trying to figure out ways to make more money, to try to, bring our family along and stuff like that. So if she can help me not have to concern myself with the day-to-day simple tasks, then that'll allow me to go out there and serve the bigger purpose to help the family, move forward and stuff like that. And again, whatever it is that I can do, whatever she can help me not worry myself with, then what I can do is I can go out there and get more so that she can live a better life. And we all can collectively live a better life, you know what I'm saying, and keep on pushing forward.
Okay, so let me ask you, based off of what you just said, so do you believe that there are roles for each person, the husband and the wife? Do you believe there are roles, or can the roles be flipped? Are there set roles for a wife and set roles for a husband, in your opinion?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care what go on in anybody else's house, but in my house, the roles got to be the roles. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you want to flip the roles in your house, if that's what works for you, that's your business. But
so what are some of your roles?
Man, I'm more of a traditional type person. My parents been married for like 40 years. My mom and my dad been married for over 40 years. So I've seen them do it a certain way, and I've seen that work. So for me, I see a lot of the times are changing, and there's a lot of role reversals and stuff like that. There's a lot of boss women out there these days and stuff like that. And so if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But for me, I've always seen my father be a boss and handle stuff in the house and do things, or handle stuff, outside of the house, do those type of things. And I saw my mom, when we came home from school, there was meals together, things were put together. So while my dad was out there hunting, my mom was out there, inside, taking care of stuff. And that's what I saw work. So for me, those roles work for me. And that's what I look, to do now. It doesn't have to be like it was in 1920. I get that. But, as for me and my household, it has to operate a certain way.
Okay, so is there a partnership, or is there like you lead and she follows?
It's absolutely a partnership, right? Because the way I see it is she will always be my first counsel, right? And a lot of times I think women don't realize how much power they hold, because for me, I will always consult or let you know what I got going on, what I'm thinking, because the first person that I want to hear back from, the person that I trust, is the person who I decided to tie myself to. Right. So if anything, yeah, I'm going to have the final say for the most part, but that doesn't mean like, hey, I'm iron fisted or anything like that. It means like when the lights don't go, when the lights aren't on, then everybody's going to be looking at me, man, what you did, them lights ain't on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the buck stops with me. So, as a leader, it is required for me to, to make these decisions, to try to make the best decision as possible. And I do feel like, I do think that that's what God ordained, a man to do, to be able to do, a good man anyway. So I would never say that, hey, she has to be like subservient or like do as I say type, again, like not 1910s type thing, but she does have to understand we chose each other for a reason. She chose me for a reason, and she has to trust that I know, what's best for the family. And but allowing her to give me, allow me to give her some, or her to give me her input, with that.
Okay. So Dicaprio, same question. What value does a woman add to a man?
First of all, for me, I need you to actually be a woman. That's number one, coming through the gate.
Okay. So what does that mean?
I don't stay in your lane, boo boo. stay over there. Let me handle the big boy stuff. You stay over there. I need you to handle because if I'm in a relationship with you, I need you to stay in your feminine lane. I just need you to stay over there, and then because in my opinion, women are so valuable when they embrace being themselves. Don't be me, baby. I don't want you to be me. Don't think like I think. Think how you think. So her value is based on her being genuine. I would be genuinely you, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Secondly, me being a man, because I'm the prize. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that out the way. I'm the prize. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, baby? You hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they hate you right there.
I'm the prize. You can't tell me no different. I'm the prize. I already know. I can tell by the mere fact of how many men in jail. I'm the prize, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm out, you know what I mean? I'm free. So, you know what I'm saying? Your picking is limited. But secondly, I'm the general. I'm the floor general. So your value really has a lot to do with what I see in you, not in a dictatorship type place. But sometimes you can look at a woman and be like, she is great at that. And that's how she fits with me. So you could be the same animal I am and have great value, but you're no value to me. You know what I'm saying? I think that was that's the whole dynamic of the USA basketball team. You got 5 killers on the floor. Somebody's got to pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you may be a killer alone, but when you get over here on my team, baby, your job is rebounds and assists. I'm scoring every night. Pass me the rock. You know what I'm saying? So that value has a lot to do with what I see and how you fit, in my life. And I feel like, this goes for any man. Like you're tough when you by yourself. And that's great because to a certain point, and I put the blame on us as men. Sometimes we've made the women have to be a little bit tougher than they should be. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you come and under my umbrella, I'm the king snake, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm the king snake. So I just, that's the way I look at the value part.
So let me ask you this here, Dicaprio, because you said something earlier. You said about staying in your lane and in your feminine and don't step into you. Don't try to be you. Yeah. But the later you marry a woman in life and she's been single and independent, she's had to make decisions for herself. So I believe that normally, this is just, I believe some women struggle with staying in their feminine because they don't trust men in their masculine. They don't trust him. They feel that the ball is going to drop at some spot, at some place in life. Either he's not going to pay the bills, or he can't afford to pay the bills, or she has to sacrifice her lifestyle to fit into his lifestyle because, hey, she's a boss. So how do women stay in their lanes if, they don't trust the man in his masculinity?
This first of all, this is a relay race. Like you're doing it alone. There's a lot of women that are doing it alone. They're doing great. But once you see me, it's time to release some of that. And like if we come together and I say, hey, this is what we're gonna do, we're blending, we're gonna build life together. You're gonna have to give it to me, and I'm gonna take it home. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take it home. You got to just trust that I'm going to take it home. Now, am I saying give me all your trust? No. I mean, you build it, especially like you said, older women, you build it. You're so used to doing things on their own. But once you see that not only am I doing it, but I want to do it and I would rather I do it than you, then it's time to start to relax a little bit. I'm not saying you give that power away right away, but you know what I'm saying? I know when we snap, dude, when you got a man that's really ready for war, like this is what we're doing. This is war. We're going to war with everybody outside this house. Right. I promise you, if you have any doubts on what that man is doing, I mean, you talk, you counsel, whatever, but that becomes, you got to release that. You got to release that to him and let him do his job. You know what I'm saying? But then if he's doing his job, you got more time to focus on your job. It's plenty of time. Even now, with my ex-wife, if I get on my kids, I'll text her later. Hey, go check on baby girl, check on my son. I know I'm the heavy, But your job is to come in and be like, well, your dad said that, how your dad is, and but this is just the way he is, and you just got to kind of take it, and next time, it might be a little softer, but it might not. But just look and see how I can add value. That is so priceless. I do it at work. I do it at people. I have tiers of people that work under me. I can go to the bottom person and chew his entire behind, and I go to that middle person and say, hey, go check on him, because I just lit him up, but I need him to still understand that there's a goal. Don't ain't no pouting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We still got to go and win the game. You know what I mean? So her job in being able to kind of mediate or at least soften what I've said, that's priceless. That's a priceless person to have on your team, man. I mean,
so let me ask you.
That's co-parent at his best.
Let me ask you this, guys. So has all three of you are divorced? All three of you divorced, and I'm going to ask you this here. So did marriage or divorce change your view of women and how you handle a woman? And the reason I ask that question is because a lot of times, like when women are coming in and they are learning to trust a man in his masculinity and trusting him to not drop the ball, he has to learn to extend grace upon her too, in that process, and be patient with her as she is relinquishing her place on her own throne. Do you guys go in and automatically, because your wife was some way, because you guys are divorced, so there had to be a glitch in the marriage? Not saying your wife was bad or you were bad or nothing like that. Not saying that.
I'm the prize. Did you hear that? You heard that part?
You're the prize. So Dicaprio, your wife was at fault. Now we're not going to say that. We don't know that.
No, I'm just joking.
Something went wrong in the marriage to end. And now that you're meeting new women, like, do you handle these women based on your experiences or your divorce, the way divorce happened in your life? Eric, we'll start with you.
Yes, I'm. When you come out of a toxic relationship and then you find peace and you're able to live in peace, because I come home every day to peace. I don't have to worry about the arguing no more. I don't have to worry about the nagging and the bickering about small stuff. And then when I do meet women, and then they come into my life, and the first thing is when they interrupt my peace, my tolerance is zero. Gotta go.
Bye, Felicia, baby. Hot hand. About to drop you.
Out.
Okay, no. So no, go ahead.
No. Y'all can interject. It's a conversation.
No. I'm good. You go ahead. I want to make sure everybody get their turn.
And then I want to back up on something. When Dicaprio said about independence, a lot of these women say, I'm independent, but then you want a man, but you don't want to relinquish that independence. You want to hold on to it. And, I don't need you, and blah blah this and blah blah this. But then when that mortgage start, choking you,
right. Well, you got the ball tires, like what?
Right.
Slide through the snow.
When you driving down the street, you have a flat. You don't call your home girl. Say, girl, can you come over here and help me change this flat?
Right.
You call your man.
So let me ask you this here, Eric. With that mentality that you just said about a woman calling her man to fix her flat. So in your relationships, your previous relationships, did you gas up your wife's car every week? Every Sunday for the week? No. Okay. Did you take her car to get it serviced every 6 months or every 5,000 miles?
Not every 6 months, but I would take it, but I didn't do it consistently.
But we validate these type of things based on what they're asking us to do. But what are you doing for them? What are you doing for them?
So you have to see both sides of it. When you start out doing this. Okay, yeah. I'll take your car to get washed. I'll take your car to get maintenance. I'll take your car to get filled up. Whatever. I'll come check on you. But then when you start getting neglected in areas, just as a human being, you start slacking back on a lot of stuff. And that's what I did. I slacked back on a lot of stuff. If I can't get the stuff that I need and the stuff that I want, hey, you figure that out yourself. Is it right? In some people's mind, it is. In some people's mind, it isn't. But
And
that's what worked for me at that moment.
And I'm glad you said that too, Eric, because you and I have had numerous conversations. That is real, where you slack back. Women normally slack back on intimacy. And that's the one thing men complain about in their relationships, is that their wives or their girlfriends are not giving it up. But you just said when stuff is not going right in the relationship, you stop doing stuff too. So why can't she stop doing stuff and it's okay?
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you going to keep going to a job and they ain't going to give you a check?
Well, I don't think it's a completely different case there. It's a completely different scenario.
Or you gonna keep going to a job that's gonna give you, that ain't gonna that don't give you a check? No, it's a trade-off. I'm trading time for money. I'm trading, the things that I need you to do for me, the things that you need to do for me as a man. There's the things that I need you to do for me as a woman, as my woman. These are my needs. My needs are different from what your needs are. And just because our needs are different, you can't neglect me in my needs, but expect me to fulfill all your needs. Don't work like that. Not with me.
But ain't that the way it is in both? And that's how it is with both parts. That's okay. Men and women in relationships do that. Like you just said, if a woman is not doing what she's supposed to do, you're not taking her car to get it serviced. You're not taking it to get washed. You're not filling up. So you're doing the same thing that she's doing. It's just impacting you, what she's doing, in a different way.
Okay.
I think no, I understand. I understand exactly, what the homie is saying, and because you get, and I think that in my marriage, I started to get like that because, and nothing against him, but I'm just speaking for me. I started to get like that because there was a mirroring going on, and I didn't know that I was in charge. No, seriously, it was a mirror. So I started to conform to her reaction that was 100% emotional. So she didn't do something, and I responded with something I wasn't going to do. And the crazy part, it became a tit for tat, but even worse than tit for tat, because I didn't even do it. I felt bad because I didn't do it. So she won really 2 times, didn't even know. I didn't do it, and it was messed up, and I felt bad because I didn't do it. So indirectly, it hurt me more not to go gas up her car than it did her, or it hurt me more not to do the stuff. So I had to step back and say, hey, my reaction wasn't going to be your reaction. And once I started to learn that, I became more centered with me. And then that's when I understood how women operate. Most of them operate under pure emotion. And that's not, I don't have that, I don't have that luxury or liberty to operate with just pure emotion. You know what I'm saying? If you ask a woman, what she thinks, she's going to tell you how she feels. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, and you're like, but that's not really what it was. Yeah, that's not what it was. And so I had to step back and be like, you know what? I know she's going to do this. And I'm not even going to let it bother me. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, people tell you now, like, my demeanor is it's not cold, but I'm centered, because I learned something. This guy at my job, this older white man, and it was chaotic at work. And normally he's going nuts, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the boss and he's trying to figure out, what are you guys doing? And he just walked over calm and he said, Doc, you should learn how to be emotionless. And then he just walked away. Older white dude. And I'm still bouncing around because, I got all this chaos going on. And it dawned on me later. I said, learn how to be emotionless. Probably the most priceless advice I ever got at work, that didn't come from somebody that actually I knew cared about me, loved me, groomed me. It wasn't from my dad. I said, wow. And so I started to implement that in almost everything. So when people would come to me crying, and I'm just like, okay, so what are we about to do about it? I'm sorry about what happened. I'm sorry about your situation. Now, what are we going to do to go forward? Because I can't get emotional with you, because now we got 2 emotional people that's not solving any problems. You know what I mean? And so I just learned to stay centered and be me. And so I wasn't gonna go back and forth, and I just leave it alone. You mad? You ain't laying with me tonight. Fine, you'll come around or you won't. You know what I'm saying? No, don't get me wrong. You ain't about to go months without coming to bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a little. You mad for now? Whatever. I got you. But no, we're not doing months, because I promise you, one of us gonna be getting laid. Probably ain't you, but somebody gonna be getting laid. We're not going months. I'm good. And so, and to me, I feel like, and me and you have talked about this before. I'm gonna give you, because this is my life. I only get one. God gave me one. You know what I'm saying? So I can't spend it. And and shout out to Sentell and his parents and all. I think that is wonderful. But I'm just, I don't have that gene to just struggle year after year after year with the same person dealing with the same problem. I can't do it. I'm gonna give you, like I always tell, I'm gonna give you a hot year. We gonna friction. We not gonna get along. Whatever it is, I cheated on you, you cheated on me. Whatever we did, you got about a hot year to figure that out. Once we get to 366 days, okay, I'm out. You got to figure this out with the next dude. You know what I'm saying? Because if we can't figure it out in a year, we probably ain't gonna figure it out. But I be hearing about people, I've been unhappy for 13 years. What? Man, please.
Right.
So I got to stay me. I got to keep myself centered, and I got to keep my mind, because even though the parent thing ain't working out, the kids still got to be raised and groomed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So somebody's mind's got to be on point for everything else that's going on.
Yeah. And Sentell, so I know you recently divorced and you were married pretty much your entire adulthood. So if you start dating now in regards to getting into a relationship, how long would you give? Because I know these two fellas just said, if you coming in and wreaking havoc and you destroy my peace, you out. Like, would you allow this woman an opportunity to relinquish her strength, her crown, her whatever the case, to allow you to be ruler of the house? Would you be patient with her while she's going through that process? Because she has to trust you as well. So,
man, look, what process? You know what I'm saying? You coming with that, or you're not coming with that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, no, and shout out to Dicaprio, man, because something he said on the front end of his comment was, holding himself accountable for the experience that he had, you know what I'm saying, and what he saw that himself doing, right? So for me, to answer this particular question, like, his experience right there was something very similar that I went through as well. You know what I'm saying? Matching that energy. Now you got two trains, you know what I'm saying, emotions right here, and they're about to collide and blow up. So we all have to learn how to, they use these special terms now: heal, gaslighting, narcissist, all that crap. If you come to a conversation with me and you say one of them words, you need to get the hell on, because I don't even want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? But we both have to come to the table, healed. And with that being said, when you come into that, inside this door, I expect for you to relinquish that. You know what type of man that you're dealing with, just because you should have kind of vetted me on the outside, to begin with. And just like I'm going to kind of vet you on the outside. Like, I mean, I'm too old to be dating, you know what I'm saying? Like, using the word dating, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that, if I kind of understand what you're doing, what you're about, then we going to, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be on the same page. But all that, hey, I'm going to give you an opportunity to get your stuff together. Now, you need to have a lot of that together, because, I mean, I know I got my stuff together for the most part. Things I got to work on. I'm not going to call myself perfect, but I'm a man. It's masculinity right here. I'm a man. I expect you to come in with that femininity, and we shouldn't be talking about the stuff that we learned back when we were 19, 20, 21 years old. So that's my.
Hey, so how long so I was married 13 years, roughly. I don't know if you can count the last year because we was going through a divorce, but Eric, right? How long was you married, bro?
7 years.
7. And then what about you, Sentell? How long was you married?
I was married same like you know what I'm saying? That last year was tough, but it's been about 20 years. 20? Yeah, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
yeah, see,
How old are you now?
How old am I now?
Yeah.
I'll be 45 in a couple weeks.
Okay, you look good over there, brother. All
Yeah,
right,
man, I'm trying to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta get that stress out your life, you know?
You got to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. So
That
I'm just
man
asking.
unit is working, man. That
Oh,
man
that's
unit
messed
is
Hey,
up.
stop
working.
trying to
Wow.
do me, brother. Stop trying to do
Man, I think
something natural,
he's jealous, bro. He jealous of him, man. So I just want to throw that out there because I know it's people listening. And I know people talk because on these podcasts people give advice and they always want to know like what the situation was or you got people on there that their parents ain't even together and all that stuff. And it's like like I said, I'm not speaking for everybody's situation. I can only speak of mine. I think my mom and dad divorced. I think my mom was pregnant with me when my mom and dad got divorced. But I love my father, I love my mother, and they're funny to me. Even their relationship now is still funny. Like I've never been anywhere, even going to psychiatry and stuff like that. I've never blamed anything on my mom or my dad. Like I always look in the mirror. So I just think that's weird. But I know a lot of people are always curious to know, oh, y'all had a relationship podcast. What are y'all real life is about? What about your parents? So that's why I was curious to know. I'm like, dude, we got a collection of years here and experiences. And then, like Sentell said, his parents are still married. So, I mean, that's wonderful. I love that. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this, because each of you have said this here. So define feminine for me. And Cynthia, we'll start with you. What's feminine energy? In your eyesight, what do you consider feminine energy?
It's real simple, man. You feel it when a feminine woman enters the room. You know what I'm saying? She's probably not going to be loud. She's going to have a certain type of essence about her. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to really try to dominate, when you walk in the room with her or whatever. She's going to kind of just, peel back, hold off. And, it's a pleasant essence, I'm not going to get into the whole, like, what are the attributes from the standpoint of like the expectations of, the things that she does, but you feel that energy, a feminine woman, another man is going to look at this woman and he's going to wonder about her, right? She's not going to open her mouth too much. So she's going to be a mystery to everybody who's around. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to just kind of do some things that are just smooth. She knows how to move out the way when it's time to move out the way. You know what I'm saying? She just knows how to move, and it's pleasant. You know it when you see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Definitely know when you see it.
Okay, so I'm gonna sum up all y'all stuff at the end. So, ladies, stand in the corner and keep your mouth shut, according to Cynthia. Okay. Eric, let's go. Eric, what is feminine energy for you?
Just like Sentell says, know when to be that woman in that woman environment. Like, say two men are talking, and then this woman comes in and she starts blabbing her mouth. The two men are talking.
They gonna hate him from now on. I just want y'all to know.
You let the two men talk. And then, hey, as we walk away from that, hey, babe, I thought this, blah blah this, or whatever the case may be. But here it is, you want to come in and then start trying to jump, into a man's conversation. You're not designed for a man's conversation.
So what is a man's conversation?
Yeah. If let's say me and Sentell done got into an argument. That's two men arguing. And then the woman come in, I'm gonna kick your ass, You can't kick that nigga's ass.
At all.
Maybe she can.
No, she can't. She
can't. If and even if I make a mistake in public, I don't need you bashing me in public with that. Wait till we get into a private moment, get in the car, get to ourselves. Hey, that situation, I thought you handled it a little incorrectly. Here's what I think you should have did, or this is how we should have handled it. But then once you start coming out, well, you did this and you did this, and I done just got into an argument or a discussion with somebody. I don't need another discussion. You don't understand the things that men have to do on a daily basis, providing for the house, walking out of the house, going to work, dealing with the stuff to get to work, dealing with the stuff to get back from work, and then come home and hear this. What took you so long to get? Hey, greet me at the door. Hey, babe, how was your day?
Yeah.
How was your day? I need you to be feminine with me. I don't need you to be aggressive. I need you to be feminine.
Okay. So Dicaprio, feminine. What do you define it as?
Okay. First of all, I'll say, a lot of things. Tenderness, I think, is one of them that jumps out. Understanding is a one that jumps out as well. Sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, I need you to be sweet. You know what I'm saying? I just need this right here. You got to say the right thing. Please say the right thing, because these words they hang around.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They hang around. Say the right thing, baby. When I'm mad, I'm quiet. I can't deal with a woman that when she's mad, she got all this, because you're gonna say some stuff you can't take back, and I'm gonna say some stuff that's gonna hurt your mother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just be quiet, because I already know you can talk for an hour. I think the funniest thing is when women call you like, oh, you just a bitch, or you just a fuck boy. It's like, bro, just calm down. Like, it's too much. And so, but being sensitive and I think what that guy is talking about over there is just that gentleness, like the warmth, bro. Like I can't really, the peacefulness that's there. Like there's certain things that women do they just do it. You know what I'm saying? But also having that position to understand. I was out with one of my friends and I always have my gun with me. I just put it like that. And stuff was going off or whatever, and you're just like, man, you to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Before I even, like, I'm looking around, and she goes, it's like, here, you need, boom, now I got it. Like, she went and got it for me. Like, just the little stuff like that. Like, people just understanding who you with and what time it is. And like I said, the words to me, and because women they just have a great job at what they do when they're being authentically them. Like, it's been times where I'm going nuts, and I think men do it too. Like, they can center you. You're supposed to be able to center the person you with, and she's supposed to be able to center you back. There's been times, and I wish had I known this now, I probably would still be married. But there are times where, I could be with a female and she's, and she could be just going off on her kid or mad at her mother, and just, you know what? I just grab her, like, baby, what you need from me? You know what I'm saying? It's just that peace that just calms you. And if you got somebody that care about, they can do the same thing. You can be like, oh man, my boss did, and I'm having a moment, and she can just come and be like, man, what do you need? You know what? Stay right here. Let me give you a massage. Like that, just peacefulness of what comes on, to be able to understand that, hey, I'm on one, read the room. So I think what what sticks out to most is your words, man. Because women be saying some stuff that I'm like, if you was a dude, I'd slap the shit out you, dude. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, for real. Like, if you was a man, I'd knock your head off right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't vibe with women like that. So when I hear it, I automatically mentally start checking out, because I'm like, I can't change you. I don't know what your last relationship was about, but I know that there's no ill intent on my part. Even when I do drop the ball as a man, it's not purposely. So right. You got to come at me with kindness. Because I dropped the ball. Dang, man, I forgot to go get some gas in the car, and now you done ran out of gas at the kid's school. And I'm just, oh man, baby, my bad. You know what I'm saying? But when you come at me, you ain't no real man, and my daddy was right. Hold on. Like, what? Right. Tell you what, you gonna stay with your pops then. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what it means to me.
So let me ask you these guys here. So what value outside of the D? What value do you what value do you fellas add to a woman's life?
Man. Oh, okay. Now, who are you asking first?
Sentell, we'll go with Sentell. Sentell, outside of the D, and maybe the opportunity to have a baby. What value do you bring to a woman's life?
Man, look. Look, man.
He said the chocolate, baby. I bring the chocolate.
Hey, bro, I'm bringing all that. Man, look, you know, look, man, it's not a tough question to answer, but listen, man, I got a lot of things right in life. You know what I'm saying? My life is real simple right now. I don't want for nothing. I don't need nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So the value is inherently, like, as soon as you walk in these doors, you look around and be like, oh, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm trying to stay here forever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a real simple person to get along with. I think most men, we're very, very simple creatures. And I think a lot of people take this.
Stay right there, Sentell. Stay right there.
So Sentell, he's doing that because he and I just had a conversation about, and he said men are simple creatures. And so I know every last one of you fellas, and y'all are not simple brothers. Y'all not simple. I'm going to say that. But we'll let y'all lie to the people tonight and say y'all simple. We'll go with that. Okay, so keep on, Sentell.
So yeah.
Simple? I think, you're right. I might not be simple.
We real simple. I mean, as long as you're keeping that peace inside the household, you know, you keeping that femininity inside the household. I want you to hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? For whenever I do drop off, because man, we are not perfect. We will never be perfect. But like Dicaprio was saying, watch your mouth. Watch what you say, because them words be cutting. You know what I'm saying? Our egos can be tender too. You know what I'm saying? You say the wrong thing, that's gonna set us off. So, but you know, to go back to the question, man, I got a lot of things right in life, JP. You know what I'm saying? And I live an easy life, you know. And if you're rocking with me, you get to, you know, live an easy life. Plus, more so than anything, you can learn a lot from me. I can teach you a lot to where you can take whatever it is that you pick up from me, and you can you can chase some of your purpose too. But please understand, my purpose does have to come before your purpose. You know what I'm saying? For me. You know, and I'm not saying that selfishly, but what I'm saying is, you know, if I can go out there and hunt and eat, then I can make it easier for you to go out there and do the things that you want to do.
My God, that's so deep right there, bro. that's deep right there, right? Like, I wish a lot more people got that.
I hear what you're saying, Sentell, and that does sound selfish. And I'm not disputing what you're saying, but you're saying your purpose has to come before her purpose, so she put your purpose ahead of hers.
This is the look. Let me add this to that. It can be selfish, because at the end of the day, what it is that I provide, my provisioning, my protection. When somebody kicked that door in, I'm putting my life on the line for what's inside this house.
Talk to him.
So at the end of the day, if there's some selfishness there, you damn right it's going to be some selfishness, because ain't no woman I know is going to put their life on the line for me, and nor should they. That's not their purpose. That's not their role. But that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, there's going to be some expectations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's going to be some boundaries and stuff that you got to follow. This is the thing, because at the end of the day, you know, I mean, when
hey, I ain't trying to cut you out. That's my homegirl. She talking crap. Your purpose ain't never coming before.
Well, baby girl, we can't do it then. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
But so that's my homegirl.
You come over.
That's my homegirl. I ain't gonna put her business out there. But let's just say, you know what I'm saying, she can buy whatever she wants. I'll just put it like that. So
she the real deal.
She the real deal. I'm going to put it like that.
Okay, let me ask
every
this
text she
question.
writes, she can cash. I can guarantee you that.
Sentell, let me ask this question.
Yeah.
If the woman makes, say, $200,000 and the man makes $100,000, is she the head of the household because she makes the most money?
No. God didn't design it that way. Go read the Bible. The Bible says that.
You're absolutely right. God didn't design it that way.
Go ahead, Eric.
John and I had a conversation.
But it wasn't 100,000, it was 40,000. Let's put the correct amount on there. 40,000.
Okay. Let's change the numbers to 40,000.
He made $40,000.
He made 40,000. She made 200,000. Is she
Wait
the
a
head
minute,
of the household?
is this the beginning of the relationship, or maybe the homie was making bread and
they're
then fell
married
off
now.
halfway?
Yeah, they married.
No, I'm just saying maybe he started off making like a 200 grand and then he fell off and lost his job. Now he working at
But
Chick-fil-A.
he's still
You
he's still at
40,000.
40,000. Is she the head of the household? Because I'm going somewhere. When Sentell says, "Hey, I'm the man of the house," if somebody kicks that door in, he's putting his life on the line. I'm quite sure that at that $200,000, since she want to be, the head of the household, let her take her butt down there to see who kicked the door in and see what happens.
A woman's house can get broken into without a man being there. So she don't need him. What is she going to do in that event? If a brother is bringing $40,000 and he cannot afford her lifestyle, a woman is not about to relinquish. I'm not going to say a woman. Some women are not going to relinquish their power to let somebody else control what they going out and working hard. So if he's going to do that, that's when he needs to start cooking. That's when he needs to start cleaning, because he has to earn his keeps. And I believe that. I don't care if
but women don't. Women don't do that.
Some women think
women don't do that though. That's why I asked for like context, because men, we do that. We get $20 million and then we go get a chick from Applebee's, i.e. Tiger Woods. That's what we do. We do dumb stuff like that. But rich women don't really find somebody like that. That's why I said context is important. Rich women ain't going to get nobody. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? From right. A valet, yeah. But men, we do that all the time. We go, we out here, we making 6-7 figures. We, getting a stripper. That's just we operate like that's how we do. We getting the strippers. You know what I'm saying? Bringing her home and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked for context. But
okay,
and my eyes, yeah, in my eyes, if you're talking about team, because at the end of the day, I would want somebody that. A woman that's, well off, or can at least afford her lifestyle. So if you can afford your lifestyle at 60, then great. If you need 150, great. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can afford your lifestyle. But I think to me, my goal has always been, when I get into a relationship, the goal is going to be for both of us to come home. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to retire and I'm retiring you. It don't make no sense for me to retire you. Then I got to go work 100 hours a week. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? And most people I get into this argument with don't understand that. But so the money thing is context to me.
It's interesting that you said it's team when she's making more money. Earlier, you called it masculine and feminine energy. Don't step into my lane. But when she's making the most money and she's bringing in it's a team. But if he's making more, I'm the leader and you're the follower.
No, that's
why is it different?
You mix some words. You make some words.
What I'm saying, that's what it's coming across as, though.
No, it's not, because that's why I asked for context. Did I not say context? So if I'm single and you come over here, you know what I'm saying? I already got this going. Now, if we're together, like I said, and I fall off, and then, you making the bread now, you know what I'm saying? So you got to put it in context. We always a team. There's nothing. We're always. If I bring you into my life, we're gonna have to operate as a team. I'm not bringing no vultures. I don't even hang around no vultures. I'm bringing no leeches. I'm not bringing no bums. I'm not bringing nobody low insecurities, low self-esteem. You don't even make the cut. So if we together, you already know that you're strong. You know what I'm saying? You have to be strong. Now that we're here, and let's just say, yeah, I'm doing good. I got my car cleaning business. We doing $1 million a year, then all of a sudden, I don't know, break my leg, ankle, fall off a ladder. Now my business in the drain, and you doing all the bread. I mean, you making all the money. We still a team. I'm still a man of the house. I'm just not able to do all the stuff I was doing. So to me, that's the difference. One is you catch me living. The other one is I had it, I fell off. That still don't make you in charge. Okay. That still don't put you in charge. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference I see.
So, and I think this uplift, home improvement, they came with a good one. Those ideas are based on a man's good health and not experiencing disability. If your ability to protect, secure, and provide is interrupted, what value does a man add to a woman? Sentell, we're coming back to you.
Go ahead.
One more time. I'm sorry.
So based on the question that Uplift just asked, if your ability to protect, secure, and provide is interrupted, what is your value to a woman?
I ain't never had that problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've always been able to protect, provide, you know what I'm saying, secure. So I ain't never had that problem, you know, and mentally for me, I'm never gonna have that problem. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, if I know that if I ever get a hint that she is going to be conditional in how she wants to be with me, okay, as long as you're doing this, then we're okay, then we can stay together, then I got a problem with that because, you know, life is living life is, you know, it's a long time. You know what I'm saying? You can make all this money, you can protect, you can provide, you can secure all this stuff, but you might fall off one year. And in that year that you fall off, you know, things start to hit the fan, and now should there's some conditions, you know, applied to the relationship. Look, are we still a team? You know what I'm saying? Are we still a team? Because if she's unable to do one or two things, say, you know, she has some type of health issue or whatever, she can't provide, you know, whatever it is. I don't even want to name something, but she can't provide something. In that moment, should I just walk away from her and say, okay, well, you're not doing this, that, and the other? And a part of that for me is what I've seen traditionally from the people who came before me, right? My parents, my grandparents, all these other things. Either you're going to ride or die with me or you not. We doing this thing together, you know what I'm saying, forever, we not. You know what I'm saying? So for me, to answer your question, I can't answer it because I ain't never had that problem, you know what I'm saying, to be able to protect, provide, you know, secure and all that other stuff. You know, I just don't see it. I don't even think like
so well, outside of those things, what value do you add to a woman? Opposed to her coming to your house.
What Dicaprio say, man, it's sexual chocolate right here, baby. You about to get off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey,
we're gonna go
so
to
that's a legit question, John. But I think you're asking, like I told you earlier, it goes twofold. I'm looking at you, at your value, how you fit with me. We're puzzling this together. So she's saying, hey, if your health diminished, and you know you don't do, what was I doing before then? Because you're not getting with me and I can't do nothing out there. A woman ain't coming and you can't do nothing around the gate. So let's put it in context. I get it. I get what she's saying and how she's trying to like code it, but you're not dealing with me if I can't protect you. You're not dealing with me if I got a disability like that doesn't mesh with your life. Now, when something happens, I may be limited in certain areas, but I'm still me. You got with me because of me. Now, if I get to the point where I can't do it, then that's fine. It ain't always going to be perfect. And I think to me, and I'm going to throw it out there as I know you got some different questions. I mean, I know you got some, but I think that is something that has started to become wrong with us as a whole. Like, we want to make sure there's a guarantee. And that's why even going on dates, it's so much pressure. I hate dates. That's why I would rather just go and have some fun. It's so much pressure. You're trying to hit a home run. It's because a woman is saying, if this ain't perfect, where you work at? How many kids you got? How many times you been married? Bro, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Do you work for the FBI? I just met you, baby. Finish your drink. You know what I'm saying? Smile. And let's finish having regular people conversations. But a woman ain't coming to you and you got all this stuff wrong with you. And if they do, then more than likely there's something wrong with them. So in the beginning of it, and if I can handle business in the beginning, which, you know, that's why you with me, then you stay with me. And that's my whole purpose about women that date dudes with money. When the money dry out, they gone. So we know why you here. You know what I'm saying? We know why you around. But if I'm in a position to do everything for you, then I fall off and I can't do it no more, then you tell me my value. That ain't nothing for me. I'm going to still try to be me, whether I got legs or no legs, whether I got arms or no arms. If I'm in my right mind, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be complimenting you. I'm still going to love you to death. I'm still going to provide the best way I can. So my value to a certain point is based on what I can do for you now. You know what I'm saying? I could do this at this point. Now I can't do it no more. So what value do you have? And if I have no value, please, honey, please. The door is right behind. Please. I'm going to help you to the door. So
I just think, and because you said that we assess her value. If we are assessing their value, then we should know our value. And we should, so that's why I just ask you guys, outside of the D, what value do you add to a lady's life? I'm not questioning or saying you don't add value. I'm asking you what it is, because we go into situations already knowing what we want. We already know what we want. Like you guys said, if a woman come in and she's this and this and this, you'll cut her off because you see she's going to protect, she's going to interrupt your peace. when she's asking you these same questions, well, do you do this? All she's just trying to do is make sure you're going to fit into the mode of her life.
No. That's
Yeah,
not what it is. It's not. It's not. That's not what it is. Because when I take if we're going out and I meet a woman,
but I'm gonna say this here though, Dicaprio, because we're only talking about our people we've met. Because, and I tell people this all the time. And me and Sentell just had this conversation. Eric and I just had this conversation. A lot of times we need to expand our circles of people that we deal with, because everyone is not how I bubble. There are women that ain't coming to a dude worrying about what he has because she already got it and she's willing to submit everything to him. But because, huh?
I said, go ahead. I'm listening. They still coming, but go ahead. I'm listening.
They still, I know. No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying that we're basing all of this off of our experiences. So before we go ahead, Dicaprio.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't feel like I am, because I'm a reader. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at different relationships. So even celebrity relationships in my community, stuff on the news. Just everything. I'm trying to take it all in because I'm a student, so I want to understand. And I never bash any female, but I seek to. I always tell you, I'm seeking to understand where you guys are coming from. So I understand the whole. This is your circle. This is your. But I you know what I'm saying. If you say, hey, babe, you remember we went to this place. What's gonna be, and she don't remember, what's she gonna say? Nah, that must have been one of your other women. They all gonna say it. Every last one of them. That is gonna be their reaction because they don't remember. It has nothing to do with you being wrong. It just I don't remember. So you must have taken another woman over there. So there was universal truth that just seemed to happen. But I'm not minimizing. Like I say, none of that's going on. You need their help and you need to look forward, but. Some of it sounds like like don't make me pass a test, because at the end of the day, like you said, I know my value. I may not be a great boyfriend, but I know I'm a great friend. You can call me just because you ain't just because we ain't sleeping together, or I'm not your type, don't mean I won't show up to change your tire. You don't always have to give me something. I'm just me. You might go in that friend category. I got you. I got friends. I go house sit for and dog sit and all kind of stuff. I gas up some of my homegirls' car. Like it's not. You can't just sit and just say, "Hey, I can't marry him. I don't want to talk to him." Like, where is that even? It's too much pressure, and I mean across the board. And you know me, I date every race. You know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with just black women. But I'm just saying, you don't have to necessarily hit a home run every time you sit at a table with a guy that want to take you out. Going on dates, I've made more business transactions, young ladies in real estate, people that can hire. I've made more connections than I have per se sleeping with them. But it's like, dude, this person is super cool. I know what they do. I know people that you can help out. I know people that can help you. So it's not always, hey, I can't marry this dude because he got too many kids, or what I'm saying, he work at this place or that place. I don't go on dates like that. When I go out with a young lady, I'm trying to vibe. I want to make sure she's normal, first of all, because I love the spirit of just a normal woman. You know what I mean? And I just want us to have fun together. Hey, when can we do it again? I've had plenty of chicks I've gone out with that's been like, hey, my homegirl saw you. You know what I'm saying? She come through. She want to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? And they end up, passing me over, and that's fine. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. So my thing is that you can't always sit down and think you're going to hit a home run, because at the end of the day, you still need the community. You need the community. Black men are very valuable. I'm telling you, it don't matter if you're sleeping with us or not. I guarantee you, we can speak some life into your kids, to your situation. We can give you some bomb insight. I got plenty of homegirls that call me like, hey, he said this, he said that. What do you think? He said he ain't even worried about sex. Bro, all men are worried about sex. So don't listen to that. He may not want it right now, but at some point, even though you put him in the friend zone, if the opportunity presents itself, you know what I'm saying, it's going to happen. So everybody is not, just because you can't see yourself spending the rest of your life with somebody that you thought you could potentially date, doesn't mean that they're bad for your life. Doesn't mean you can't keep them around. You know what I'm saying? Again, homegirl called me, hey, I got this dead squirrel. Like, dude, it's like I have a lot of value. You know what I'm saying? Dead squirrel in the backyard, I'm gonna pick it up. You know, here I got you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, you can't always just write somebody off because they don't check all of your boxes. You know, so but that's just my opinion. That's the way I feel about it.
Okay.
Like, there's nobody I ever met that I just wrote off. Oh, she's stupid. I'm good. I don't want to talk to her no more. I haven't met that female yet. I haven't. Even if I knew it was somebody I couldn't date, I did see what value she does have. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So so those of you that are in the comments, drop a question in there because we coming to the end of the podcast. So drop some questions in there so we can ask the guests tonight. But while they're doing that, Eric, what value do you add to a woman's life?
Leadership, protection, comfort, friendship, very loving, very caring. List goes on and on.
Because you the prize.
Handyman. Handyman.
Lottery
fix
ticket
stuff around the house.
Lottery ticket, baby.
A lot of stuff. Yeah. Go out there, you know, change brakes on the car, change a flat, you know, little stuff like that. Can take you out to eat, can get dressed up. We can put ourselves in a hood environment. We can put ourselves in an upscale environment.
Wow, Eric, you got. Wow, he's answering. Okay.
I told you he was gonna be the one they didn't like after this pod. Usually it's me.
Oh, they said, what Eric is this?
The real one. The real one.
The real one. Easy
this is
E
the real
over there.
Okay. So
sprinkler system need to be repaired. I used to put in sprinkler system. I go out there and fix it. Cut the yard, put a fence up. That's a lot of stuff.
Okay, so outside, what would it take for you guys to get married again? I'm gonna ask that question. So we'll
World
go
War
III. He said World War III. Okay. Dicaprio, what would it take for you to get married again?
Oh wow, you're gonna ask me.
We've been starting with everybody else first. We're gonna start with you first.
What it take? You know what? I can't answer that question right now because I am. I can't even admit. Like I can't admit that I am. I don't think I'm mature enough to answer that question realistically. I feel like you want to. You know, normally I'm joking, but I think I am confident enough to say I can't answer that question because like I said, you know, you relationships now, they want to guarantee. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure that this man ain't gonna waste my time. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do this. Like the women nowadays want to guarantee, and I cannot give nobody a guarantee. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So I think the relationships now is based on guarantees. Everything is on the up and up. You know, they're with you because of all of this stuff you can provide and can do, and you know, and all this stuff, and to what the young lady was saying, sometimes, you know, things change. So I just think the dating environment right now, from what I see, is based on a guarantee. You guarantee me you ain't gonna cheat on me. You guarantee me you ain't gonna leave me. You guarantee, like I just can't guarantee those things. And I'm enjoying my freedom because I can manage my life. I can manage my life, and more importantly, I can manage my emotions. And I think one thing about me being a leader of my home and of my castle, and leading my significant other, is that I would have to tap into her insecurities and her emotions and how she reacts. And I am not mature enough now to say that I care enough to do that. And so for me to get married, I would have to come out of, because I care a lot, but I care a lot about people as friends. But when we talk about the intimacy part of it and building and growing, I haven't gotten there. And I know that because when I was married, I was there. And since being divorced, I just haven't found it yet. And it was very organic. I can't say it's within a woman. Can't say a woman did it. You know, it was very spiritual. that time, that mentality for me was very spiritual. My connection with God was very tight. It was secure, so I can't maturely answer that question. I hope it happens again. And every time I meet a woman, I tell her I'm never getting married. But deep down, I do hope it happens again. But I would have to become somebody else, and I don't know who that person is. So I hope it happens, and I think it will. But I'm never gonna give somebody 95% of me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want them to ever give them 95% of them to me. My number one I won't say regret, but one thing I'm scared of is settling down with a woman who was actually in love with somebody else that wouldn't give them what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared of that. That he won't give me what I want. I like you. You ready to get married? I'm gonna marry you, but you still in love with this dude over here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm older now, so now I gotta, me in the back of my mind, I'm conceited and I think I'm the prize, but in the back of your mind, you gotta realize, like, man, there might have been another dude that did certain things better than me. You know what I'm saying? He might have said things better than the way I say them. So, that's in my mind too. But so to answer your question, I don't think I'm mature enough to take it there right now. I'm in these streets. I'm still pretty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm saying, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got enough to go around. You heard me?
Okay, we're going to go on to the next question for Sentell. Sentell, do traditional roles still exist in 2024 when it typically takes two incomes to maintain a household?
I don't think so. So let me answer this real quick, and then.
Well, this for Sentell, but go ahead, Dicaprio.
He's on the road,
You're on the road. Go ahead.
Because I think you had to initially answer that question. I think, in my opinion, I think you should do what you're good at. You should do what you're good at. So I don't necessarily believe in gender roles. You should do what you're good at. And for me, my ex-wife was great at a lot of things, but when it came to like cleaning the house and washing the kids' clothes, I did that, but I was better at it than she was. so I did it. And so what goes back to being a team, I thought, in relationships, like, you just got to pick up, like, if I'm dating an accountant, if I'm married to an accountant, she's over the bills. I'm sorry. Like, why would you got a whole degree. Why would I sit here and try to figure this out when that is what you do? Like, that is literally what you do for a living. You over the bill. I don't care how much money I make. So, but at the same token, if you make more money than me and I'm an accountant, I would assume that I would be over the bill. So I think whatever you do, whatever role you have genuinely, you should do that. I know men that can cook their behind off. Like, cook they behind off, dude. Like, so to sit and say, oh yeah, my wife got to do the cooking and cleaning, when actually you're the gourmet chef, that's just, that don't make sense to me. So are there gender roles? I wouldn't say yes per se. I think when you're on a team, do what you're good at. That's my
and
opinion.
I agree with you. And that we'll definitely have to have you guys back on there, because cooking is something that some men consider a feminine task. But we'll talk about that on another podcast. So Sentell, traditional roles, do they still exist in 2024? I know that's something big for you. Do you believe they still exist in 2024?
I'm going to piggyback off of what Dicaprio said, right? I do agree that, you have to utilize each other's talents the best way that you can. To answer the question, I do believe that gender roles still exist, but they might not necessarily exist from the standpoint of this person has to cook while this person does that. You have to come into an agreement inside of your house what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times what we do is whenever we have these conversations, we paint this, like it's some type of static thing, like, oh, okay, well, that means you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to do this, you have to do that. To me, that's a framework, but that does not mean that that's exactly what has to go on. You work together for the strengths that you have inside that house. And then at that point, you just kind of take it from there and you just kind of tweak that thing to make it work for your relationship. Now, that being said, I do believe that God designed things to be a certain type of way. I don't want no woman taking a bullet for me. You know what I'm saying? So yes, as that pertains to a gender role, I don't care if you got a gun. Yeah, you got a gun, but you still don't know how to play this Call of Duty. Like, I know how to play Call of Duty. Ain't gonna happen.
A video game.
we're not gonna do this, you know. So, but I say that jokingly, but seriously, like there's certain things that we do that just as a man, I do feel like I don't want my daughters to go take the trash out. Can you do it? Yes, but I don't want my daughters to do that. I don't want my wife to go cut the grass. Can you do it? Yes, but I don't want that. So when I think about gender roles, that's what it feels like to me. Doesn't mean that she can't do it if she don't, she needs to. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, my ex-wife, she was brilliant at a lot of things. I will never discount her talents. At a certain point, things just, don't work anymore or whatever. And then, you just kind of give up. I think we were starting to live in a society now where we give up a lot, you know what I'm saying? And we just, for whatever reason, but yeah, to the point, they do exist, but they're not written in stone, and you have to make it work in your relationship the best way that works for you two people.
Okay. So Eric, I'm gonna ask.
Wait a minute. He got is he getting married again? Don't skip that question. He ain't gonna have me answer by myself.
Man, look, that's a whole other show, bro. That's come on. There's a lot of money involved.
Hey,
like,
he need his own podcast.
Look, real talk. They done scared me off about marriage, like what y'all said earlier.
Yeah,
man,
I get it.
That, in this day and age, I don't even think that people cherish that institution like they used to. You know what I'm saying? So if we're saying vows on the back end, but we're so easily able to break these vows now in this culture that we live in, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Take some of them words out them vows, because obviously it's not going to be for better or worse. You know what I'm saying? Sicker and poor, death do us part. Because we don't live by that. It's a lot about what can you do for me? And if you're not being able to provide that for me, I'm out. So that's what scares me about this thing, because I've seen this one way, and now all of a sudden there's a total shift. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm really willing to go through the emotional, the mental, the scarring because divorce is a serious thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And say that you do that twice and it happens again. You know what I'm saying? Or man, bro, I don't know about all that. So
it's expensive.
It's expensive, dog. So
Eric, what would it take for you to get married again, other than Christ coming down and laying hands on you?
No, I don't see that in my foreseeable future. I don't. When you've been emotionally scarred in a lot of areas, in a toxic relationship, and things that I've done that contributed to the toxicity. Things that the significant other did, and it's like, man, you don't want to roll the dice. Well, I know me, I don't want to roll the dice at this point. Could something change in the future? Who knows? But right now, it's a no. Because again, I live a comfortable lifestyle. Take care of my household, come in, and the peace that I have, I don't want to get it up. And when you bring somebody in, there's a possibility that your piece just got cut in half. I'm not willing to take that chance.
Yeah. And I think too, when people dating and they hear people say, well, I don't want to be married, a person is only telling you where they are today.
Yep,
They're telling you that could change.
That's a good point.
It could change in the future. You could be the person that changed that person's mind. Who knows? But as of today, they're just saying, and it doesn't mean that he's damaged or he has issues or dealing with trauma. That just means that right now, today, at this point in his life, marriage is just not something he wants to do. And I think you should respect that, but don't rule him out, because like I said, he may want to eventually get married. Now, what Dicaprio sent me the other day, if you don't have 4 kids by this brother and he still ain't made your wife, then that's a totally different story there. But
that's on her. That's on her.
Yeah, that's on her. That's on her. So let's look at some of these comments that came in, because the chat has been on fire. I can see it all over here. So let's see here. Jonathan
going back to the beginning. Our
culture isn't well equipped to understand or recognize the needs of men, and often doesn't acknowledge that men's needs are just as important as women. Y'all agree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because
I think. Oh, go ahead.
A lot of in our culture, black women, girl, get everything, get all you can out of him. It's all about them, what they want. All of that. What about his needs? What about the things that he wants?
I think the best way that I look at it or I'm accustomed to is that most great psychiatrists go to a psychiatrist. Like just think about that. Think about that. Most great psychiatrists, most great shrinks have a shrink. You know what I'm saying? So I think for us, and I think for black men, period, you know what I'm saying? I know you got a big audience and it's not just black men, but we aren't good at dealing with our stress. Like we're not good at it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it doesn't, when we're stressing, because like you said, you're the leader, you're the provider. I want to, because the women gonna say the thing, they say all the same stuff. They want somebody that can provide for them, protect them. That's a stressful job. It really is. Especially you got kids. I'm a helicopter parent. I was that guy. My kids didn't go nowhere without me. Like, hey, where y'all at? Hey, I'm right. Like if me and my ex-wife went out, it had nothing to do with us. I'm following my kids everywhere. Following my girls to the bathroom. They going to the slide, the swing. Like I was that person, and it is stressful. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have that. A lot of us don't understand how to cope with that stress well. And that's how a lot of us do turn to the bottle and do turn to drugs and do turn to cheating. And we talked about it on the last podcast we had because, sometimes that stress relief with your sneaky link just seems to do what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then I can come down like that's. So I think as men, we got to be better at dealing with stress, whatever it is, praying, just quiet time, going to a psych, whatever it is. I think we got to be better at that. And I think as a whole, we're just terrible. You know what I'm saying? When you hear stories about dudes killing their whole family and then killing themselves, like, dude, like that's something that was there and you had nowhere to put it. You know what I mean? Wherever it was, maybe it wasn't, whatever it was, like you don't deal with it well. Like you're coming home, you're getting drunk to deal with your family. Like you're taking meds to, and I know people that purposely stay high to deal with their wife. And it's like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know men like that. So it's like, for us, we don't like, because especially, if we don't talk a lot. Women, they got a whole panel of people that they're bouncing stuff off of. We really don't. And, if you really got some real bros, when you start bringing up stuff, they make a joke out of it anyway. Like, I'm the running joke for me and all my homies that will never get married. Every time it comes, we ain't getting married because of you. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how hurt or lonely I've been feeling. They like, bro, you got, your marriage didn't work, so we ain't met. No, we ain't never doing it. So I just think that we have to learn some kind of way to put all of this, this combustion, this fire that men carry that shows us how to hunt, protect, and provide. We need somewhere to put all of that. And it's typically not in your woman that can take it all. So we got to find other ways to release that stress and come back down to where we can provide efficiently, I'll say.
Yeah. So let me
jump in there right quick, John. Also, as a man, we need to feel safe that what we say can stay with our woman.
Ooh, listen, okay, before you finish, I think, go ahead.
If I share something personal with you and you go tell somebody else, I'll never say anything else to you again. And then you come at me and ask me, hey, well, how was your day? Good. I'm gonna give you one word answers. I could have had the worst day in the world, but I don't feel safe enough to trust you with that information.
I'm a firm believer. Okay, John, I'm gonna let you have this back, but let me just put a pin in this point.
Buddy.
I'm gonna let you have it back. I'm sorry, because I'm a firm believer in this. Again, I'm not mature. I ain't ready yet, but I'm a firm believer in when a man has something that's bothering him. Bro, don't talk to your woman. Please don't talk. Don't talk to your woman, bro. Especially if it's really deep to the core. Like there's a lot of things that I deal with, but it's compartmentalized. I have learned that I'm gonna deal with it when I'm ready, and it doesn't affect my relationship with my kids, with the young lady I'm seeing. I have managed this. My way, and so I just have learned when it's time to be vulnerable, it's time for me to go back to the shrink. I am not telling this woman nothing.
Okay, so let me ask you this here.
Very surface.
You have to go to your therapist. Do not tell her nothing.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this here, because those are the women that you all have dealt with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We're gonna put that on there. The
I
women
believe
that you
every
have
woman.
dealt with. Because
I
I know some women, no, it ain't every woman, because I know some women who have their man's back. They don't talk outside of the house.
It's not about having. It's not about having.
I'm talking about keeping that confidence level and not throwing it back up. That's what Eric was talking about, though. That's what Eric was talking about.
Okay, so I'm taking it a step deeper than what Eric is talking about. What I'm talking about is that, Sentell was talking about the Bible. So Jesus carried his cross. Nobody could help him with his cross. There are certain things that I have in my core she can't even begin to carry. And me even putting it out in the air could probably change her forever. She might not be able to operate hot. She might not be able to operate with the demons that I operate on a day-to-day, because she don't even know, because I'm so great at doing what I do as a man, as a father, as a protector, as a husband, still with my demons. So if I let the wrong thing out and you ain't strong enough, you will never let that go. And just off the mere fact that you love me so much that you can't even believe that I had to deal with that. And now your life has changed forever. Man, because now you know that it was something that really should have killed me, and it didn't.
Dicaprio, let me add to that because when women listen to this, I want them to understand that this has nothing to do with not being with trust issues or not being
exactly.
What it is when we have these, like some of the things that we carry on our shoulder, you guys will never think about, or like we're always thinking about things 100 yards ahead of us, not just what's outside that door. So one of the biggest things is when we do have a tendency to share some things with our partner, with our spouse, it could change how they see us, how they view us. They can have a doubt about it. It could sow a doubt about us. It could do a lot of different things. So it's very, very dangerous. You have to protect that. Look, I'm gonna be honest.
But that goes both ways. So we're gonna have to disagree on that and come back on another podcast on that.
Okay.
Because I believe there are some women that you can talk to about whatever you're going through. I believe that. I believe there are some women you can talk about whatever you're going through. But like I just said, there are some women who don't feel that their man is a safe space.
Listen, I'm gonna give you an example.
They don't believe that she can tell him some of her thoughts, and he still think of her as feminine and as a woman.
So rightfully so. I'm not disagreeing.
We got to go, brothers. Y'all don't talk tonight forever. But go ahead, finish this up. We'll finish it up. Go ahead.
No, all I was going to say is, just to give an example, if you go as a man, if you go and tell your partner, your woman, man, look, that dude walked past me and I was scared. Man, that woman ain't never going to look at you the same again. Oh man, and then a couple of weeks later, y'all get into an argument like Dicaprio was saying.
Right, you a punk.
She gonna cut your ass, or she gonna cut you.
Right.
Well, bruh. So you have to be careful with something, and that's a real simplistic comment.
But
But
I still say that goes both ways. If a woman tell a man, "Hey, I've been in a threesome before with two dudes," and they get mad, he's gonna say, "You a hoe." It goes both ways. We can't make that a gender thing. I think human thing.
I don't think
that's a human thing.
The reason why I understand it going both ways, but
she's still gonna be my hoe though.
So is that what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't even. If anything, I'm more excited. Like great, you know what I'm saying?
And you still gonna be her punk.
But
exactly.
I'm secure.
That's the thing. Like once you her punk, it's done. You are done. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
I'm secure enough as a man that a woman could almost tell me anything. But my thing is that some things are you just, when it comes to weaponizing something, words and women just tend to do it.
They're gonna cut
you. they just tend to do it. But I'm sorry, I done heard a woman say some stuff, and I'm just like I said, if you was a dude, bro, I would knock your head off right now. I'd be going to jail. So no, are all women the same? No, I'm not saying all women are the same. But most of the things that I divulge to young women, you know what I'm saying, and they was able to even grasp it, psychologically something was wrong. So,
see what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
She don't listen to her, but she just
look at that on the screen. Oh, scary.
Wow. She gonna take it there, bro. She gonna take it there. She gonna take it. Just delete all her comments, man.
But fellas, I mean, this has been amazing. But we'll definitely have to have y'all back because I have to admit, there's a lot of stuff y'all said tonight I don't agree with, but it's not my job to bring y'all on here and go against y'all. These are y'all thoughts.
That's yes, it is. It's your job. It's your job.
No. I want you guys, I'm going to give y'all the rope and let y'all hang yourselves if you hang yourselves. Shit, you can either make it, whatever you want to do, but it ain't my job to come on here and disagree with you guys, but I do. And I've said this to Sentell, I've said this to Eric, and now I'm saying it to you, Dicaprio. Y'all need to broaden y'all circles. Y'all circles too small because y'all are basing y'all opinions and y'all thoughts off of people you interact with and people you talk to, people you deal with, and that's not everyone in the world. So there are some women you can tell everything, and there are some men that women can tell everything and be a safe space. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm with Sentell. My parents was married 40 some years. I have 2 sisters that's been married over 30 years, 1 sister that's been married over 20 years. So marriage is a beautiful thing for those who make it work. So, hey, we all good. So I'm giving the shirt away. So this shirt, well, not the shirt I have on, but I'm gonna give this a shirt similar to that. But what is the one thing, and I'm asking this to the group, ladies and gents, y'all put it in the comment. What is the one thing all of them, Sentell, Dicaprio, and Eric, all had in common when they describe what is feminine energy? They all said it pretty much. What is that one common thing that they want a woman to possess or do? Drop a comment.
Man, just send me the shirt, bro. I deserve it.
You do, sir. I got you a shirt, though, man. I got you a shirt. I got you a shirt.
We're going to link up, man, for real.
No, you just send me your address, and I'm going to get it to you. So y'all drop the comment there. So they kind of already doing it because they not putting a comment in there. They doing what y'all said.
Dude. Great podcast. She going to say, oh, scary ass, didn't say great podcast.
Hey, John, can I ask that question me and you talked about?
Oh, Lee got it.
Nothing.
Lee got it. Shut up. That was it. That's pretty much all of y'all said. Be quiet. Don't say nothing.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. I did not say that at all.
That's the summation of it. That's the summation. So go ahead, Eric. You had a question?
Okay.
Oh, she talking crap about Eric, dude.
say you go out the country with your girl on vacation.
Oh my God.
And you get to the room. What's the first thing you want to do when you walk in that room?
What's the first thing I want to do on vacation?
Yeah.
When you walk in that room, what's the first thing come to your mind to do when you walk in that room? Sentell, get ready.
Listen. Okay, so it's time to clap.
Real quick, Dicaprio.
It's time to clap. We good. We going in. No, I don't. I'm chill. I'm really relaxed when I go on vacation.
Okay, what you want to do, Sentell?
Man, I can't lie, bro. After all that flying, bro, I'm trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, take a shower. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we do that too. You know what I'm saying?
I done done it. I done done it plenty of times in the car before I get on the flight. So I'm kind of.
So you good, right? So Eric, that's what I said.
He did it before he left home. You know what I'm saying?
I told Eric. I said, bro, because Eric's answer was the first thing that a man does when he get into the room is he want to have sex. That's the first thing he want to do. I said, if a brother is getting sex all the time, he know he's gonna get it that night. So that's not the first thing.
She's gonna be tired. She done walked around the whole city. She's gonna be tired.
But that's why I told Eric. Eric called like 2 buddies on the phone. Say, man, what is the first? And both of them said, oh man, they want to do this here. When they hung up the phone, I told them, I said, Eric, them niggas ain't getting no sex at home. That's why they want to do it the first time.
Hey, Eric,
that's why they want to do it first time.
The question is, did you fly her out? Did you fly her out?
Yeah,
hey, flew out, bro. Hey. those are the rules. That's the rules of engagement. Let's go. Let's go.
Man, I've been on vacation and literally was so busy that we almost didn't even get around to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
That's
lay
cool.
down. Take a shower and lay down. So.
I might,
Okay. What up, John? That's my nephew. Chill and sleep. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I might roll some of that purple haze and just relax, man.
Okay.
That's all I care about.
Brothers, this has been amazing. For real, we're gonna get y'all back on here.
Yeah, we got this
here. We're gonna get y'all back on here for real. And thank each of you for coming on the podcast tonight, guys. Everyone, we will see you guys again next Monday, same time. Another great episode, guests lined up. So make sure you come back on next week, 7 p.m. Until then, peace.
Peace. Thanks, John.